Hello, this is Prosperity Wolf here. Welcome to this video. I'll be talking about and explaining to me if reading books is a waste of time or if it's beneficial. Now, most of you believe, that's what I suppose, that reading books in fact is a waste of time because that's a not productive way to consume information. Now that in our presence we have social media, we have internet, and we even have AI now, and it's so much easier to access information and to find the correct information, the solution you're looking for, without the need to read 500 pages, which will take you two, 3 weeks, even a month to read a big book. Or just a book, it may take you 5 days to read it, but it's much easier to ask ChatGPT for some advice and it will answer you within 2 seconds. It will give you a paragraph and paragraph of well-structured information. But now, what I believe about reading books, this is what I came for in this video. Now, what I believe about reading books is that it is beneficial. With all my heart, I say yes, reading books will never be replaced. I can give you several huge benefits about reading books and why it is good to read books. But now I want to give you an example. Probably you have heard from Top G, from Andrew Tate, that he said reading books is not good, and because this is a slow way to get to the right information. And he's absolutely right. I have watched the video, I know about the video, this is why I mention it. He essentially says that reading books, instead of just reading the book, for example, for 5 hours, he can just ask someone to make a summary for 2 minutes, the most essential and well-structured information about the book. And so this time he doesn't waste time. He's absolutely 100% right. But you're not the top G. He can afford that because he is the top G. He doesn't need to read books. Of course he doesn't need to read books. What for? He's literally gonna waste time, but he had put himself in a situation in which he can afford not to read books. Because that's in fact a slow method for him to progress in life. But I am not the top G. You're not the top G. You're not in a situation where you just can say, I'm not going to read books because Andrew Tate said it. No. I'll tell you why you have to read books. First off, of course, you have to choose what kind of books you read. I don't care how interested you are. Never read fiction. What's happening with this fiction? What do you read fiction for? How is that going to help you? Is that going to help you make money? Is that going to help you improve your knowledge about the world? No, this is imaginary. Yes, there are very good fiction words, but again, you're wasting your time if you read fiction. The best books you can read, just general self-improvement, specific business books on a specific topic, or maybe books if you're in a university and you need some science book. Yes, you can read science books. The reason why it's so good to read books is because you can now imagine the author. Just research the author for 1 minute. You can research the author, small summary of the author for 1 minute, and you can see this guy, he lived 40 years, he researched that. He researched the topic 40 years, and now he collected all of his knowledge and put it in a book, well structured, edited by by a professional editor. And now you have the 40 years experience of that person, and also it's edited in a way to be synthesized, and you're not going to read it. Why? Of course I'm going to read it, but you can't read a book because your brain is so cooked because of social media, because of your low attention span. You don't have the attention span to read 5 pages at a time without distracting yourself. You're gonna reach out to your phone. You can't focus on a task. This is why it's so good to read books. I love reading books because of that reason as well. Because I'm with my own mind. I switch my phone off, not necessarily switch it off, but just put it on do not disturb, switch my internet off and put it aside. I don't touch it, and I just give myself this time to read a book, to just be with my own mind. And when you read a book, you have probably noticed that as you read it, you may read even 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, and at the same time you may be thinking about something completely else. Have you experienced that? Because I have many times. I literally read the book in my mind. I say the words out, not out loud, but in my mind I say the words. And in the same time, I'm thinking about something else. This is the same as driving a car, and you just all of a sudden you realize you drive a car. This is the same feeling. So you have to concentrate, you have to focus on reading the book. And it's hard. It takes focus, it takes monumental effort to read a book. This is an excellent exercise to practice your low attention span, to cure that. Because this Instagram, this TikTok videos, they are going to cook you. Because how can you ever be successful if you can't focus on a task for even 10 minutes at a time without touching your phone, without the need to reach out to something? Reading books for me is meditation. This is how I practice my mind. And also, yes, it's proven that there are benefits, that they will improve your intelligence, also how smart you are, also how you speak, especially if you read the book out loud with the pauses, with the question marks, with the exclamation marks. You follow the right grammar. You speak it with an enthusiastic way, not just read with the same voice, with monotonous voice. You have to speak with enthusiasm, with an enthusiastic way when you read the book. So that's why this way it will improve your speech. But again, guys, don't look for the easy way. Of course, analyze. Don't just accept anything that I say for true. But you are not in a position that you can allow yourself right now. If you don't make a lot of money, and by a lot I mean be a millionaire, to not read books. Even millionaires, they read books. From my personal experience, I have read a lot of books, and there are books who have helped me so much to start taking action. They gave me the mindset. Also, some of the knowledge that I share on these videos is coming from the books. It allowed me to take action and actually gain experience from the real world. And just even I have watched a lot of YouTube videos, and also a lot of TikTok, a lot of Instagram, just motivational, just educational type of content. But some of the content I have never found on a video. Literally, some of the content from some books I have never found it on a video. because the author has structured, let's say, a 400-page book just for you with all his knowledge, and it was edited in a good way so you can read it, and for free, literally for free. How much is the book? How much does the book cost? You can't compare the cost of the book to the cost of the value that you receive from that book, from the experience of the author. So I'm telling you, some things I have read from books that I have never found on the internet, and I have spent a lot of time educating myself on social media as well. But from books you can learn even more. And the last step that I will give you before I go now, when you read something from the book, to not waste your time. You can point out on a notebook this exact step, this exact advice. And because books are a lot of information, it's impossible to remember everything. You don't need to memorize it, but you need to implement it in your life. Let's say the author is telling you something about working out. And now he's telling you, for example, warm up 10 minutes before you start, and he's explaining to you exactly how to warm up. And you do it 5 times, 10 times, 15 times. You repeat it enough times until it becomes a habit. Now you don't have to memorize that. That's already a part of you. That's your character now. And you don't have to memorize it. That's how you know you utilize the books to the fullest potential. Make a summary of what you want to implement. Do it, repeat it enough times so it becomes a part of you and of your character. And this way you don't have to memorize the books. This way you will become that person. This will be your character. This is how you benefit from the books the most. Now, thank you for watching this video, and this was Prosperity Wolf. Get to work, get to reading.